What does it really mean to be rich? Is it the sum of money in your bank account, the luxury of the goods you own, or the prestige of your social status? These questions have fascinated humanity for centuries. However, no philosophical tradition has offered deeper and more practical insights than Stoicism. Founded in Athens, Stoicism offers a unique perspective on wealth, particularly relevant in the modern era of consumerism and social comparison. Stoic philosophers did not associate wealth with material abundance or external signs of success. Instead, they saw true wealth as an inner state, characterized by self-sufficiency, moderate desires, and inner freedom. This view offers a refreshing alternative in a world where we are continually bombarded by messages equating happiness with the acquisition of goods. It challenges us to look beyond the superficial appearances of wealth and to consider what really enriches our lives. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, said Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential teachers of Stoicism. This statement embodies the Stoic approach to wealth, suggesting that true wealth comes not from accumulating more, but from desiring less. Seneca, another prominent figure in Stoic philosophy, echoed this sentiment. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. These words address the modern dilemma of perpetual dissatisfaction that keeps us in constant pursuit of the next big achievement, never fully satisfied with what we have. The Stoics did not just criticize the pursuit of wealth, they offered a constructive alternative. They promoted a life of virtue, self-discipline, and inner cultivation. The most powerful man is he who has power over himself, Seneca advised, indicating that self-mastery is the ultimate form of wealth. This perspective invites us to redefine what it means to live a prosperous life, encouraging us to seek fulfillment within ourselves rather than in external circumstances. The Stoics, through their keen observations and life experiences, developed a deep understanding of the paradoxical nature of material wealth. Their insights challenge our conventional notions of what it means to be rich, offering an enlightening perspective. Let's start with Seneca. In one of his letters, he writes, "Money does not make you rich. People have riches just as we say we have a fever when it is the fever that has us." This metaphor reveals Seneca's view that wealth often possesses people, rather than the other way around. He observed that many wealthy individuals in Rome were among the poorest in spirit, enslaved by their own wealth. This idea is echoed in another quote from Seneca. "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who desires more, that is poor." Here Seneca points to the greedy nature of desire. No matter how much wealth one accumulates, one remains spiritually impoverished if the desire for more persists. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic, shared this perspective. He often told the story of a man to whom Emperor Augustus had offered a lucrative job. The man boasted of the money and fame he would gain, but Epictetus responded with questions that went to the heart of what really matters in life, showing the fleeting and unsatisfactory nature of external signs of wealth and success. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, said, "We all love ourselves more than others, but care more about their opinions than our own." This observation highlights how our perception of wealth is often shaped by societal expectations and the judgments of others, rather than by our values and our sense of fulfillment. Exploring the Stoic perspective on wealth, we arrive at a crucial concept: defining personal wealth. The Stoics recognize that true wealth is deeply subjective, beyond mere financial abundance. Epictetus stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few desires." This statement embodies the Stoic approach to personal wealth, suggesting that our wealth is not determined by what we possess, but by our relationship with our desires. Consider for a moment what a rich life means to you. Is it the freedom to travel the world, the ability to spend quality time with loved ones, the opportunity to engage in meaningful work, or the simple pleasure of a stress-free life? The answers to these questions vary from person to person. Some find wealth in a life of adventure and new experiences, while others see it in the depth of their relationships or the impact of their work. Others still define wealth as the freedom to live without excessive possessions or obligations. The Stoics said that the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. This perspective invites us to shift our focus from accumulation to satisfaction. Instead of constantly seeking to acquire more, we can cultivate satisfaction with what we already have. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of self-sufficiency in defining personal wealth. Another Stoic philosopher advised, "Make yourself rich not by satisfying every whim, but by removing them." This suggests that true wealth comes from our ability to meet our needs and find satisfaction within ourselves, rather than relying on external sources for our happiness. In our journey through Stoic wisdom on wealth, we come to a crucial concept: knowing what is enough. This idea is central to the Stoic approach to a rich and fulfilling life. Let's begin with an ancient statement. If you do not consider what you have as enough, you will be unhappy, no matter how much you possess. This powerful teaching touches the heart of our modern struggle for contentment. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages urging us to always want more, the ability to recognize and appreciate what is enough is a radical act. The Stoics understood that the pursuit of wealth, if unchecked, can become an endless and unsatisfying chase. No matter how much we accumulate, there is always something more to desire, something new to achieve. This perpetual longing never brings lasting happiness and can rob us of the joy and contentment available in the present moment. Consider the wisdom of Seneca's observations. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who desires more, that is poor. This statement redefines poverty not as a lack of possessions, but as an insatiable desire for more. Conversely, true wealth comes from being satisfied with what we have. Knowing what is enough is not just about setting an upper limit on our desires, but actively working to moderate and refine them. By cultivating contentment and practicing moderation, we free ourselves from the tyranny of endless desire and create space in our lives for what truly matters: meaningful relationships, personal growth, contributing to others, and inner peace. One of the most counterintuitive but powerful Stoic practices for cultivating true wealth is practicing poverty. This might seem strange in our modern context, where we often associate wealth with comfort and abundance. However, the Stoics understood that deliberately embracing discomfort and scarcity, even temporarily, can lead to profound insights and personal growth. Seneca advised, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you will be content with the plainest and cheapest food, dressing in rough and coarse clothes, telling yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" This exercise is not about glorifying poverty or denying the necessities of life, but is a tool for building resilience, cultivating gratitude, and freeing ourselves from the fear of loss that often accompanies material wealth. By voluntarily experiencing poverty, even just for a short period, we learn that we can survive and even thrive with much less than we think we need. This realization can be incredibly liberating. It frees us from anxiety about potential loss and helps us appreciate the abundance in our lives more deeply. Finally, we arrive at the most crucial aspect: cultivating inner wealth. The Stoics understood that true wealth does not come from external possessions, but from developing our character, wisdom, and virtues. Every man who does not think what he has is more than enough is an unhappy man, even if he is the master of the whole world, says Seneca. This powerful teaching highlights that contentment and gratitude, not material abundance, are the true indicators of wealth. The Stoics recognized that external wealth, while potentially useful, can also be insidious. Seneca warns us, "At the end, rid yourself of all these deceptive goods. They seem better to those who desire them than to those who already possess them." This reminds us that the pursuit of material wealth often promises more satisfaction than it actually delivers. Instead of focusing on external riches, the Stoics promoted the cultivation of inner wealth through the development of virtues. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, form the basis of this inner wealth. Wisdom, according to the Stoics, is the ability to discern what is truly valuable in life. Justice involves living in harmony with others and contributing to the common good. Courage is not just facing physical dangers, but having the strength to live according to our principles. Temperance is moderation and self-control, the ability to regulate our desires and emotions. By cultivating these virtues, we build a form of wealth that is truly ours. Unlike material possessions which can be lost or stolen, our inner qualities remain with us, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoic approach to wealth invites us to redefine true wealth in terms of inner contentment, self-mastery, and alignment with our deepest values. It challenges us to look beyond the superficial appearances of wealth and focus on what truly enriches our lives. By applying these Stoic principles, we can free ourselves from the incessant pursuit of external approval and material accumulation, discovering a form of wealth that is lasting and fulfilling. This is the true essence of Stoic wealth, finding wealth in simplicity, strength in self-mastery, and fulfillment in living according to our deepest values. If you found these lessons on Stoicism useful and want to continue exploring how philosophy can enrich your life, subscribe to our channel. Every week we post new videos full of practical wisdom to help you live a richer and more meaningful life. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like and share the video with friends and family who might benefit from these teachings. Thanks for your support, and see you next time.